Wow, that was loud. All right, let's pray and we'll get going.
All right, do it.
God, thank you for this day, and thank you for just a chance to come here and just show that you use foolish things. Just be with us tonight. Continue to be with Nelly and his family as they're just recovering, God. And be with our podcast tonight. Help us to honor you and everything we say and do. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Fire in the hole.
We kick it old school. We kick it old school. We kick it old school. We kick it old school.
Hello and welcome to Floor 15, Suite 7, and Room 5. Kicking it old school. Headquarters.
Back again.
Back again. You're in a funk over there. Are you snippy tonight?
I'm weak, man.
He's got his head in that darn iPad.
I'm weak.
What are you weak about?
I don't have any energy. I'm tired.
Hey, everybody be quiet. Listen. No intern.
He's gone.
He is gone.
He gone.
He couldn't make it this week. We were texting back and forth earlier, and he said, "Man, I still got this cold. I'm just gonna sit this one out if it's okay with you guys."
You mean we didn't get rid of him?
Nah.
It's a temporary.
Well, we'll see. I'm waiting to see. If this is next week, I ain't gonna be able to make it again. And then if we don't see him for a couple weeks,
Let's hope it's the flu or something.
The flu. Yeah, we need more than the flu. So we're live on Google Plus right now, and I'm trying to tweet about it, and
you don't know what to tweet.
I don't know what to tweet.
Well, I left my laptop at home, which has severely handicapped me from being able to do it. But if you have a Google Plus account, which if you have a Gmail Google Plus account, you just don't know it. Go to Google Plus, and you can search for me or Chris or any of these guys on here. And it should be able to come up in the Hangout section, and you can watch live what's going on. Of course, if you're listening to this Thursday, we ain't live.
Don't do it.
Don't go running and getting your laptop. This is on Monday nights at 8:00. So yeah, Google Plus, man, check it out. Hangouts.
Google Plus
Hangouts
at the Hangout. Right?
Three old guys.
3 old guys. I mean, we are some old guys, but let me tell you something that is really old. Football.
Yeah,
I'm
the real
over
football.
it.
The real football, not the
Not foosball.
Hispanic soccer.
Here
We're talking about the real football.
You do know we have Hispanics listening.
Yeah,
to this,
we
right?
do, man. Hola. Bueno that you are here. I'm glad, but
Hola, chicas.
talking about football. We're talking about real sport, football. Yeah, it's going on. Big weekend too.
Big weekend.
It's
Big
weekend.
Big weekend because Dallas should have won.
Nah, they shouldn't.
America's team should have been in it.
They ain't been America's team in like 15, 20 years, dude.
Yes, they are. They got a
Mm-mm.
star on the helmet.
Nah, it don't matter. They got diamonds on the neck too, but nah, they ain't. They ain't.
The music going way over here. What?
What?
What's that song? Diamonds on
my neck. Diamonds on my neck. I don't know. Somebody told me about that. I hadn't heard that song.
This is our preacher knowing the songs.
Hey, so let me ask you: was it a catch,
It definitely was a catch.
Nelly?
By the rules or
Here we
by
go.
common sense?
Just yes or no? Was it a catch?
Yes. Not
Oh.
by the rules.
Well,
It was the
and
correct call.
I prefer they play by the rules.
No, it was not the correct call.
It was a catch. But
What do you mean it wasn't the correct
It was
call?
the correct call.
It was if you go by the rules.
No, it was not because here's the deal. They said he didn't make a football move.
He didn't.
What is a football
A
move?
football move is 2 to 3 steps, and then a tackle. What they're counting as his steps was him falling. That's what they're saying. They're saying that because he said, I took 3 steps. He called it at the 5 and was trying to roll in at the goal line. But those weren't. They're saying that wasn't steps. That was him falling down.
Okay.
So
All
that
right.
wasn't a football move.
All
I
right,
know-
So you're both wrong. Okay. The way the rule reads is if you're going to the ground, you have to possess the ball the whole time.
Correct.
Okay. Not like if you're running, the ground can't cause a fumble. When
Right.
it hits the ground, it can't knock it loose. But if you jump up and catch it and you come down with both feet in the ground, touch your toes, you have to possess the ball until you hit the ground. You have to maintain possession the whole time.
Right.
And he did.
Right.
He caught it, came down, in back,
but then his hands come off.
And then he lost the ball. And then the ball hit the ground. Incomplete pass. Correct call.
Well,
but he caught it.
The ball didn't hit the ground when his hands came off. Fell right on him. When he fell, the ball hit the ground and then popped up, and that's when his hands came off.
Both of you are wrong.
A ball can't cause the ground can't cause a fumble, but it can cause an incomplete pass.
Well, he has to possess it the whole time.
Right. And he didn't.
And he didn't. That's right.
Okay, both of you are wrong. They wanted Green Bay in it because they didn't care nothing about having Dallas in there because they're finally good enough to play a good Super Bowl game. So they got what they wanted. It's rigged. It's like wrestling.
No,
it's rigged.
Look, let's be honest.
Hey, wrestling's not rigged.
Dallas should have lost the week before off of the same kind of call that was picked up in their favor. So, I mean, a week ago, you've got a lot of Dallas fans saying, oh, no, man, referees don't control a game. One play can't cause a game. And then this week, if you're a Dallas fan, you're changing your tune because it affected you.
So
it evens out.
So the referees was huge in the play there, right?
Yeah. And I don't understand what they do in the playoffs, mixing the referee teams up. Like you would think they would get the best of the best referees for these playoff games, but they'll just all year when they've been working with these guys, they'll just throw in 4 guys who've never worked with each other all season and expect them to go out there and run a game, like they've done it all year. Well, that's stupid on the NFL's part too.
My thing is, okay, why mix them up? Why not keep the whole team together? You know what I mean? Whole team of referees.
I want an all-star team. I want the 5 best referees.
What they'll have at the Super Bowl.
Right.
But they have full games.
They'll have Hercules out there.
Hercules. But, it was a referee that got fired over the weekend.
Yeah, finally.
For some.
I didn't hear this.
And who's the worst ref in the ACC? You talking about ACC?
Yeah.
Who's the worst ref in the ACC basketball? You don't know?
Huffer. How you say his name?
Hess. Carl Hess. I've been screaming at him for years, man.
Got fired because, look, we got some Pepsi Max coming up in here. Bring it down.
That's room service there.
James just lost his
No, we're
job.
not recording. Come on in.
That's right. James is out permanently.
James is out.
Tell everybody who you are.
Tell them who you are. She's
Jesus.
She wants to know if he fed the dog.
No.
Why did you come all the way to floor 15, suite 7?
I didn't even know.
Feed the dogs.
I didn't know the studio had dogs.
Hey, wave at the camera because we are recording.
There's Ashley.
It's Ashley.
I'm pretty sure there's a rule about putting minors on live camera. We'll probably have to cut that out.
It's a live camera, you nut.
All right. Anyway.
So yeah,
Carl Hess.
Okay.
What did he? I don't even know what he did. He said something
what he done was that it was a call made against Wake Forest that a Wake Forest alumni didn't like. He was down on the front row, and he says something about in a way that, hey, you just want to see my Arab self make these calls or something in that.
Some kind of racist slur to him. It wasn't racist. It's one of those things where it wasn't, but it was because nowadays you can't say nothing.
I got to have one of them. And they called, got the dude fired. He gone. You got to have Pepsi Max. We have a guest, but he's not going to talk.
We have a studio audience.
A studio audience.
And a new intern.
That's right. James, you better watch it, son.
New intern. My buddy, Jeff Krieger. One of my real good.
His job is posted.
That's right.
His job is posted. One of my good buddies I met on an aeroplane flying all the way up to Indy.
It's amazing that
we've been friends for.
I'm always amazed that you have more friends.
I do. He's from Florida too, so
it shocks me.
I know.
Outside our little circle.
Anyway, we're way off, but we're back talking about the football game and the bad call and Carl Hess being gone.
So I want to go to a topic because you kind of jump both sides. My understanding is this is an all-star ref cast. You kind of argued for the Super Bowl you want to have 5 of the best refs together, right, and instead of a crew that's been together all season. So what is it that you really want? Do you want want the crew that are working together all year, or do you want the best 5 from all the crews?
Well, if you're gonna mix it, I want the best 5. But even when they're mixing it now, it's not like they're picking out the best of each team. They're just throwing them together and mixing them up just to mix them up.
I want the best crew.
Yeah,
I want the ones that's been together, performed together the best all year long.
they've got the best record of
Yeah.
correct calls,
The best
and
crew.
all that stuff.
That's what I want.
Here's what I want. I want whoever's going to call it in my favor, and I don't care who that is. I'm standing at a middle school basketball game the other night, and I'm standing up against, middle school basketball, and it ain't much room in there, right?
Right.
It's 3 bleachers. Okay, so I'm standing up against the wall
Because it's middle school.
because it's middle school, because it's close. And at middle school refs, they're making $15 for this, right? Made a horrible call. I said, that was a horrible call. That was horrible. He turned around and looked at me and says, do you want to make this personal? I said, why don't you make it personal? I mean,
Rice is always getting kicked out of somewhere. He got kicked out of Upwards
I did
basketball.
get kicked out of Upwards. I got a technical after a church basketball game.
He did. I was there for that. He was on my church rec league, and the game was over, and he got a technical. I don't know how he did it, but he got a technical after the game.
It was terrible.
So lots of sports. Of course, the Panthers lost.
Who?
The Panthers lost.
Who's that?
The Carolina Panthers.
Oh, Carolina won.
Yeah.
Wow.
The Carolina Panthers lost. Of course, you wouldn't know about Miami losing a playoff game
Who?
because they ain't lost in a while.
Miami Heat. They just won the NBA.
Miami Dolphins.
My Dolphins too.
Yeah. I'm just excited that did you see where the player for the Miami Dolphins? I can't remember his name. I wished I could. This is a terrible something to talk about, but his boat flipped over and he swam.
Ron Conrad, the last guy to Warren University.
See,
Dude.
that's why this
This is like a legit intern in here who's got like
He just-
information and
Dude,
stuff.
this guy ain't from Florida. He got some New York in here. Did you hear that? Syracuse University.
Yeah, and we had season tickets for 8 years growing up too.
he's not from Florida. He's from Florida now,
Yeah.
but he's a Yankee.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And I can't-
You know what brought us a Yankee up in here?
It had to happen sooner or
Here.
later.
Take my knife.
He's not just, you know what they say, right?
What?
You're a Yankee if you come down and go back.
But if you come down and stay,
You are a damn Yankee.
there you go.
How about that?
Damned.
Yeah,
Yankee.
damned. I said damned.
No, you said damn Yankee. I'm saying it makes more sense to say damned because you're damned because you stay. Anyway,
Anyway, we done got way off here.
Panthers lost, Dallas lost. You got Green Bay against Seattle, and you've got the Colts going against the Patriots next weekend. That should be two
So,
good games.
Breaking news tonight as we were coming over here. John Fox.
He gone.
He gone.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning retires.
He ain't retiring.
He's
Yep.
moving to the
Mm-mm.
administration.
No, I'll tell you exactly what Denver's doing.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Peyton did not retire.
No, because John Elway said, look, Peyton, I need you to stay one more year so I can use you as bait to get in a top coach to come in here and coach this team. So when you retire, I'll have a coach waiting on it. Because he knows once Peyton Manning goes, John Fox ain't going to do nothing.
All
with
right,
him.
so did you see where Peyton come out that his quad has been tore for over a month and a half?
Yeah, I don't believe it.
I do,
I don't
because
believe
go look at his stats. He didn't throw anything over 20 yards in the last
it. He's
4 or
old.
5 games.
He's old.
Dude, before that, he was throwing 50, 80,
Hey,
90, 100-yard
dude,
passes, dude.
When it hits you, man.
He's
I
throwing
mean,
100-yard passes.
100 yards passes. He didn't listen. He won't listen. He won't listen. But anyway.
I'm glad he's
I thought
gone.
I missed something.
I was pulling hard against John Fox. I was glad he's gone.
Well, he's coming back to Carolina.
No, he ain't.
He's the only one who took him to a Super Bowl.
He ain't coming back to Carolina. I promise you that.
So I want to tell everybody this story. We got done with the podcast last week. Carolina's playing Notre Dame, and I say, Nelly, let's turn it on your tube. And so we go downstairs, and we
The lobby.
in the
of
lobby.
The studio.
Yeah, the
They got a
lobby of the
TV
studio.
out there.
Excuse me.
That's it.
Yeah, we went out to the lobby and they had a TV and we had the security guard cut the game on.
Yeah. So anyway, so I took a picture of Daniel. He was standing in front of the TV talking to Roy.
Dude, I get into my games, man.
And Roy, I know you listen to this, so
Yeah.
if you can ever just let Daniel sit beside you on
Hook
the
a brother
bench,
up, man.
I mean, but you didn't pull them through.
No, I tried. I did everything I could to pull them through on that one.
How about did you watch them play Louisvle?
Yes, I did.
You pulled them through on that
I
one.
pulled them through on that one by myself. Wasn't nobody with. I was at home. You know how that was a crazy exciting game. The only interaction I had with anybody was I was texting Nelson, giving him updates on the game. We down 10 with 10 minutes left.
Yeah, 7 minutes down 7.
Yep.
Then he hit me 5 minutes, down 5. Then he hit me 3 minutes.
That's exactly how it was going. And then all the way up to the last second, Marcus Page pulled it out, man.
Way off the top of the backboard.
Yeah, it was
Way.
nice. It
Yeah.
was nice.
It was good.
And then, as equally as exciting, somehow Duke lost to State.
Dude, State handed it to him.
Dude, the whole game. Duke didn't want none of them.
Listen,
They
Tammy,
had him the whole game.
Tammy, I had nothing to do with this. I do not condone him talking about Duke.
I'm just telling you, they lost, and now that sets up State versus Carolina Wednesday night. And every time I get worried about State, Nelly always tells me,
State will be State.
State will be State. Don't
Where-
worry
where do
about
they
them.
play
Don't
at?
worry about
At
State.
State.
They're just State.
It's at State, dude.
Oh my. Jeff
So,
has
A lot of sports. It's been good.
It is. Jeff has a lot of sports friends, but your cousin plays at Clemson.
Yeah.
Plays baseball at Clemson, so he knows all about the college sports and how it is going to be brought to the table with the college player.
Yeah.
You don't know they're going to be good. You know, like tonight, big, huge college football game. Could you give us an update what the score is?
We're currently 7-0. Ohio State has the ball at their 2-yard line, trying to march down the field. Ooh, we just throwed a nice out route, and now we're on the 30-yard line marching.
There you go.
So, big football game.
First championship.
First champion playoff game. Was it the right thing to do?
Yeah.
Was it right to have
It
a
was.
playoff for college?
I like it, dude.
The last system sucked.
See, now a couple of weeks ago, you asked the question, can we trust it now? They can just pick anybody. Dude, that's exactly what they've been doing for the last, I don't know how many years. They just pick somebody.
Right.
If we'd have had it that way, it'd have been Alabama versus Florida State for a national championship.
That's exactly
It
right.
ain't neither one of them even in it.
That's right.
Well, I mean, you see, Bama didn't make it. You know, I thought TCU should have been in there over Ohio State, but this Ohio State just showed that they should have been in it.
And who did TCU lose to in their bowl game?
They killed them in there.
They killed them. This Baylor lost.
Yeah.
Baylor lost to Michigan State.
Yeah, but TCU just
Yeah.
ran all over.
Yeah, statement game. They were
Yeah.
ticked. They weren't in the playoffs.
And I felt like they should have been in it. You know, and I felt like the Carolina Tar Heels should have been in it too. I mean,
dude, I'm a Tar Heels fan. They won't even let us go to bowl games like to watch, much less be in one, a big one.
But the question now is, how long is it going to take for them to start doing playoffs in all the big conferences other than the Big Five? Because that's really why TCU didn't get in. If TCU would have played Ballard and beat them instead of playing a scrub the last game of the year, they might very well have gotten in.
Yeah, you're right.
So I think those other conferences are definitely going to have to start doing that.
It's going to change the game for everybody because they're going to be looking at their scheduling. You know,
Well, I think
everything
part
going-
of the criteria is only conference champions can go.
Right. Well, and that's what it's
So-
going to be because that's what hurt Baylor and then those guys was not having a true conference champ.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're going to have something.
Yep.
well, I mean,
Who's going to win tonight?
But I
Who's-
like it. I think it's good for the game.
I'll
Yeah.
let you know in about 2 hours.
There you go.
Jeff came up from Florida for a couple of days, and he says, "We're watching the game tonight, right?" And I didn't want to tell him all the stuff that I do all during the week, you know. And
So you basically lied to the boy. He
No,
thought
no,
he
no,
was
no.
going to be kicking his feet up, eating some wings and watching the game.
well, we took
We
him
did
out
a
to
little
eat.
better than that.
Yeah, we got some steak and stuff.
Nice.
But so he brings his phone in here.
He's giving us
watching the
updates.
game.
I think the Ducks are going to win, but it would not surprise me if Ohio State pulls it out.
I think it's
I've
gonna,
counted them out all year long, and every time I've said they're definitely losing this game, they win.
You mean the team that you said shouldn't even be in it?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That's right. I did.
I'm just checking with you.
I think it's going to be a low scoring game because Ohio State's going to slow it down, and we can already
don't
see
know.
that.
Dude, ain't neither one of these teams going to slow nothing down.
We've already seen it's only 7-0. How much time left in the first quarter?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Yeah. They needed to score over 16 in the first quarter.
There's a lot more than that in that Alabama
Thanks, Nell.
game.
I took the Ducks in over. I appreciate it.
I didn't tell you to take it over.
Oh, you did, Jeff.
No, I told you it could be a low scoring affair.
You on your own, dude.
Oh, my
Didn't nobody
gosh.
help you with nothing.
Let's get off this sports. So I was going to another sporting event. I was going to Elon College basketball game the other night, and Kelsey calls me and says, "Dad, it is really cold in this house." I said, "Well, turn the heat up." She says, "Dad, I did. I turned it up to 72, but it says on the thermostat." I said, "Oh no, not again." And this was the night that it was 6 degrees here.
Right.
So I go home mad as fire, starving. I'm hungry. So
You what?
I'm hungry.
Hungry?
I start working on my heat. I really, I don't know much about heat, but I do know what's got to happen for it to work.
You know that button's supposed to be on the heat side, not the cool side.
Oh, is that what it was?
That's about all I know.
So I worked on it, called my buddy, Freddie, asked him what was going on, couldn't tell me. So I get done. So I text in our group text. I said, "Hey, do y'all know anybody heating service?" And intern texts me, "Yeah, my father-in-law, he just fixed mine." Okay. He gave me his number and all that. And then he calls me. He says, "Hey, did you check the pipe? Because if the pipe froze up and the water backed up in it, it ain't going to work." I said, "James, it ain't, the pipe is good. I checked all that." He says, "You need to go check and see if the condensation done backed all the way up." I said, "All right." So I'm on the phone with James intern, go out there, drain all the condensation out of it and everything, recycled it. The heat started working.
He knew.
Sorry to interrupt. We just got a touchdown, Ohio State.
7-7 after the extra point. There you go.
But yeah, so James helped me fix my heat. So I'm very gracious. So
It would have been a cold night. You might have got a nickel that night just out of heat, needing heat.
You're not going to tell them what I told you, did you?
Yeah, you said Nelly goes in at a group text, says Tammy can come over here and stay.
I was the only one trying to give you real help. I was trying to get you a heater to your house.
You got
get you warmed up.
You got off the group text and started texting me. "I'll
I
bring you
did.
the heater." No, I'm all right. I had heat going, the fire going.
Probably sweating.
it was freezing up in here.
I say I like to keep it cold. That's the only way Joni will snuggle up with me in bed. If it's too hot and I lay next to her, she'll get to sweating because I put off heat.
Dude, she can't even get close to you for that belly.
Dude, that's why I have to lay on my back. I have to lay with
Speaking
my
of
back
your
to
belly,
her.
Speaking of your belly, have you went and weighed today?
I did. This is week 1. I started last Tuesday morning. I weighed in last Monday night at what was my exact weight?
Your exact weight was 395 pounds.
It wasn't
Oh, excuse me.
95.
306. 266
I gotta get to 266 in 8 weeks.
by March 2nd.
Yeah. Which, by the way, our favorite nurse, Holt Walker, told me at church Sunday. He said, "It's physically impossible to lose 40 pounds in 8 weeks."
No, it's not. I've done it.
I said, "Well," I told him, I said, "No, it's not." He said, "Yeah, it is." I said, "No, it's not. I'm fat." I said, "It might be for a skinny person." I said, "But
For
trust
somebody
me,
that weighs 120.
I
yeah.
got plenty to lose, man. It ain't gonna be no problem." So, yeah. So this is the first week, and I've tried my best to go full blast.
So look, now you've already weighed in and you're keeping us in suspense here.
Yep.
But tell the truth now. Did you go poop before you weighed?
No, I didn't. I told Joni I needed to when I came over here because I was such a hurry from coming to eat with somebody. I said, "Man, I ain't even have time to poop."
Oh,
I said, "That'd been like an extra pound easy."
You needed to do more than poop.
All right, so I weighed in tonight, and I weighed in at 297.
297.
297.
That's 9 pounds,
That's
Jack.
9 pounds. That's water weight. I went straight to nothing but drinking water for the past week. I hadn't had anything else. I'm doing my shakes for breakfast and lunch, and I only eat dinner as a meal.
I weighed in too.
Yeah.
You need to shoot by the house tonight so you can get
We'll
that.
come by that in a minute. So yeah, 9 pounds the first week. I expect next week, I'm guessing will be around 3 pounds, but it'll average. I need to average 5 pounds a week in order to make this thing work. So
You got to keep digging.
yeah, I
And-
ran twice this week. I ran twice, and my goal is to run 3 times a week.
Somebody got after you.
Nah, I just
You
got my
in the
butt
wrong
out of
neighborhood.
bed. I got my butt out of bed. I went running. So
It's tough, man. I'm telling you. It's
all you
real
got to
tough.
do to lose weight is extra, don't eat.
It works every
If
time.
you'll just exercise and not eat,
But you're
Yeah.
snippy.
you can drop weight.
It works every time.
Yeah, pray for Joni because I've been a beast at home. Man.
You have
Just
been a beast.
aggravating. That first 48 hours of no Pepsi Max. Phew,
That's killing.
Did
that
you
wasn't
go
no
into
good.
DTs and all that stuff.
That wasn't no good, man.
Yeah.
No good.
So
It's
why do you
diet,
believe in
Doc.
not eating? Because I hear that 5 meals, small meals a day, is what really helps lose the weight because it helps your body kind of.
I think that's
Again, that's good for skinny people.
that's the case for normal people.
Us big boys, we just got to stop eating.
I have a true addiction to food. So like if you tell me, yeah, all you got to do is, man, like right now, eat you a handful of peanuts. You know, I ain't never ate a handful of nothing.
Oh, dude,
you know?
I
I ate the whole jar.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. You know, I eat a whole jar. Or, you know,
I blowed him up all week.
I'm like, I ate 5 meals a day. What are you talking about? 5? No, 5 little meals. You know, so
No matter what we were doing, I was texting him, telling him
he was. Nellie's
I was
tempting me,
having a
man.
snack. I was
I know.
eating this. or I was
Nellie's
eating
trying to
that.
get me off the wagon already in week 1 and he wants me to be fat.
Oh yeah,
'cause-
man, because I got some good stuff planned for him.
Well, and truth is, he ain't got nobody to go eat with him. He ain't got nobody to go eat. I had to turn him down twice to go eat lunch. So,
So
I'm scared enough. I ain't letting you guys shock me with nothing.
Hey,
hey, look, I got a text. And it was told to keep it anonymous for every pound you lose. And I need to go back and look at this. They are giving $1 towards your favorite charity.
The 3 old guys.
that's my boy.
The 3 old guys. But yeah, I got that text. And,
It's the Harvest Baptist Church College Ministry.
and you know, I couldn't believe it. It was true. I'm trying to find it here. But I also got another text tonight. I can read it. And you know, you're so anti-Santa, right?
I'm not anti-Santa, man.
Yes, you are. You do not believe in Santa Claus.
I don't believe in Santa Claus, but
So this person said if you don't make the 40 pounds, dress you up as Santa during the next Christmas parade and make you give out candy. Also, dress you up as Santa and have you do a church service.
that won't happen. Preacher ain't let me on that stage in a Santa costume. But
So we got
that could
2
be something
votes
there.
here.
That could be something in there for the parade.
I got something good planned for you, big boy.
Oh, yeah. Look, y'all keep watching this Google Plus because let me tell you something. We are going to cattle prod this dude.
Nope. It ain't gonna happen. You ain't cattle prodding.
Yes, we
nothing.
are.
Nope.
Yes, we are.
Nope.
Jeff will be back in Florida. He'll be watching Google Plus.
Are you reneging on the bet?
Yeah, he is already.
No, I'm just know that I'm gonna win the bet.
Uh,
I'm confident, man. I ain't worried
so
about it.
we may cattle prod.
No, you're not. You're not gonna cattle prod me. It ain't gonna happen.
Well,
If I have to go invest in a good tapeworm, I will lose this 40 pounds. It will be gone. I promise you that.
you know, if you drank the whole bottle of tequila, it's got tequila.
Tequila. It sounds
Tequila.
like you already had it a little bit.
Tequila. It's got a worm in the bottom.
I know.
When's the last time you drank the whole bottle of tequila?
It's been a long time.
Whew. Well,
Probably been at least doing my math here, make sure I get the right date out. It's been a while.
been a
It's
long
been
time.
many, many, many years.
Yeah.
Well, we did have something this week that it's been pretty tough on the old 3 old guys. And it's not losing James Intern, but
No, that would have been the best highlight of the week.
yeah.
Just kidding, James.
We talked last week. Nelly he's been doing a lot for his mother. She's been in and out of the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Nelly, you was headed down there to take her out of the hospital and ended up keeping her.
Yeah, she took a turn for the worst. They were going to release her that Friday morning. And she had a little episode that night, and we ended up keeping her. And we lost her. Let's see. I guess it was,
Sunday.
well, yeah, real early Sunday morning.
Mm-hmm.
No,
No, it's Sunday at like 4:50.
yeah, Sunday, yeah, 4:50. So
Yeah.
5:00.
All your days are running together now. You've been up there so much and staying up and going back and forth. You can't remember what day it was. But
Yeah, I'm a little mind numb.
yeah.
Brain dead.
Yep.
You know, we talked. One of the toughest things we talk about on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of the first episodes we done, we lost somebody that was real close to us back at work, not near what a mother or a father is. It's nothing. I don't feel anybody can say or do to make you feel any better or to help you through this, but it's one thing that people can do, and that's pray for you. Because we know she's in a better place. We know that she's dancing around and doing the fun thing.
Yeah, she's having a ball now.
Yeah, she's enjoying it.
Yeah.
You know, and Nellie texted us throughout this today.
Mm-hmm.
We had decided we wasn't going to do a podcast. And Nellie texted us and really wanted to do one. And I feel it's only right to do one if you want to do it.
Well, it goes in perfect. I mean, you know, last week we talked about Stuart Scott dying in Legacy, and we talked about death and stuff before, but and we've talked about how do you talk to people that are going through it, you know, and how do you help them? And here Nellie is going through it, you know. I mean, it's as 24 hours, you know, it's as fresh as it can be with you. What over the you texted me yesterday at around 4:50. Around the time she passed away, and let me know, and I kind of started spreading the word on our end here at church and stuff. What how quick did you start getting text and Facebook messages and stuff like that reaching out to you?
Well, that's, I mean, there ain't nothing nobody could say that make you feel better
Right.
at that point in time. But that's one of the good things.
Yeah.
Everybody immediately
Mm-hmm.
started blowing my phone up.
Yeah. Well, and that's, you know, I think on the other side of it, everybody always says, well, what do you say to somebody? You know, what do you say to somebody that just lost their mom? What do you say to somebody that just lost somebody close to them? It ain't about, it's really just reaching out and letting that person know you're there. And that's probably the beauty of texting and Facebook now is you ain't got to have a bunch of conversations
talk.
over and over again.
That
you know,
is good.
I mean, you ain't got to go through and tell the story over again. And
you don't really, I mean, I hadn't lost my parents, but you don't really want to talk to somebody right at that moment. You want to know that they're thinking about you.
Yeah, it's nice though looking back. At that point in time, you know, I was brain numb and I was texting everybody back and all that kind of stuff. But you go back and you look at it.
Yeah.
You know, and it means a lot.
Yeah. And I think that's the cool part, especially Nellie, of course, is a big part of our church community. He's our sound guy there and really does a lot more than most people know. But if you're involved in our actual church service and things like that, music, you know, whatever, recordings, funeral, all that stuff, you always see Nellie there. And so I think it was neat because just people texting me and blowing me up, asking for his number and calling and stuff, just the different people. How much people just care about Nellie, and they most of these people on this end ain't even ever met your mom. You know, they don't know your mom or your dad or nothing, but they know you, and you know they care about you and they love you.
You're only child, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, I got a picture that I'm gonna tweet it out right now. Jane sent me a picture of Nellie when he was a little kid on a wagon. He's always talking about driving that wagon around.
Hey, I told you, y'all don't believe me.
I believe it. I got it now, brother.
So you're only kid. So you're having to kind of go through this with your dad.
Yeah.
You and him.
Yeah. Well, it was a lot of fun. Mom had been sick for, well, probably 3-4 years ago. I mean, this has probably been going on that long, but Mom started having she had a series of mini strokes. And you know, you've seen people that have strokes that have one arm hanging or something where they, you know, they've lost control of that arm. Well, Mom didn't really lose control of any body part other than her mind. And her mind wasn't that great. Now it was still, I mean, she was still Mom. She still knew everybody and all that stuff. But her memory, you know, she could tell you anything you wanted to know about 25 years ago. But she'd get up to go, just using this as an example, she'd get up, you know, she had to use the bathroom, get up, to go use the bathroom and forget what she got up for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so
And that was probably the toughest part down the stretch was just watching her go through that.
it progressively got worse and worse and worse.
Mm-hmm.
But she got the flu. We'd had her in the hospital, maybe 3 or 4 weeks before that for a bad bladder infection. And we got that fixed up, got her back home. And she was just a little old thing. She probably didn't weigh 100 pounds. So she was really weak from the bladder infection and things like that and the flu.
Yeah.
And evidently she got it while she was in the hospital. So if y'all ain't sick, don't go to the hospital.
I've heard that my whole life.
Dude, they won't even let kids come in.
Yeah.
You know, Amber and them couldn't even come see
Yeah.
her. Oh, they got a sign at the door. Yeah.
Right. Don't come in.
Won't let them in. Oh, but then she got the flu. Oh, and when we got her there, they started doing some x-rays and stuff, and they found a blood clot on the, I don't know what the artery or vein,
Right.
but it's right. It wasn't in her lung, but it was right at the point to where it enters her lung.
Right.
And of course, at that point in time, the flu's just secondary.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they started, they told us pretty early on, this thing's in a very rare spot for it to be in, and we get on it, and we got to try to dissolve it. And if it breaks up and goes, it could do all kinds of stuff.
Right.
I guess the doctors knew the severity of it just by looking and started telling us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably figure with age, what she's been through in the hospital with the flu.
Yeah. And she developed pneumonia.
Right.
So she's got all of that going on, and she ain't very strong anyway.
Right.
And, it ended up, they treated her for a couple of days, kind of got her strength up, and then started trying to dissolve the blood clot. And yesterday afternoon it moved, and
Yeah.
that's what
That
took her
was
out.
it. Yeah. You going through that, you kind of saw it coming. I mean, even talking to you beforehand, you had said, I don't know if she's going to come home.
Yeah.
It still didn't prep you
No.
for when it pass
No.
on. I can't imagine, even when it's coming, I don't think nobody's ever ready to lose a parent,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
It ain't no fun. It hurts.
I don't think you're ever ready. I don't think you ever will be, no matter how sick they get or how, I don't think you'll ever be ready.
Well, so Nelly, we've said it a bunch on here, but I think you've got the voice of going through it right now. How do you get through it now? I mean, your mom's gone. She's not here anymore. You've been through this your whole life with her. You only get one mom. How do you make it through now that she's gone? Because I know you love her, you miss her, you don't want her to be gone. What do you do now?
Well, you just you fall back on your faith, and she's healed. I said something. She's dancing on the streets of gold.
Yeah.
Oh,
But she hadn't been able to do that in a long time.
yeah, yeah. And, I pull from that. Oh, and then I remember, if my mom was a little shit.
Right.
Excuse my language. I told Daniel this story now. She was a prankster. Oh, she was always playing jokes and things on everybody. So, but they're in there. I probably ought not tell this on air, but they're in there, and she's in the bed, and she hadn't been out of the bed in 10 days now or whatever it was. And they're feeding her oxygen and all this stuff, and her lips is getting chapped. So the people come in, and they got these little swabs. They put it in this stuff, and they swab your lips, And the one little old girl says she's doing that. She's making all kinds of faces, And she's, oh, how's that taste? And Mom said, like shit. So,
We know where you get it from now.
yeah. But I remember, her as she was.
Yeah.
And I know she's like
That's-
that now.
That's right. Well, that's the legacy.
Yeah.
That's what we talked about last week. What are you passing on? You know, when one day when you're gone, what is it that people are going to remember about you? Is it going to be you were fun? Is it going to be, you know, you had a lot of money? Is it going to be you dressed the nicest? Is it going to be this and you know? I think it's going to be what you're talking about. You know, you remember growing up and just how your mom was. I can't imagine having to raise you. I'm sure.
No, I can't either.
So what kind of picture you got of me?
Dude, I've already tweeted it. It's on our Twitter account. I've already put it out. It's a picture of Nelly. I don't know how old he was. He has to be probably 8 or 9 years old, maybe younger. And he's standing on the back of a wagon that a horse is pulling. And he's got this little gun on his hip. And he's sitting there looking at the camera. It's awesome.
Well, you know, we will always be here for you as long as I can be or we can be. But it's nothing no funnier to think back on them days of when you was on the back of that horse,
Oh,
which
yeah.
she might have been doing. You know, think on the good memories.
Pray for your daddy. I
Pray
know
for your dad.
daddy's got to be hurting.
Yeah, it's gonna be close for 59 years. She's taking care of him.
Yeah.
So now
Yeah.
it's going to be Nelly time.
Oh well, it's been Nelly time for the last 3 or 4 years. But
So
you know, he's gonna be by himself too. And that's
Well,
probably the first time in his adult life that he ever remembers.
he might have to
being
move
by
up here
himself.
and be on our podcast.
Well, he probably would.
We can put him in that room right over
We
there.
put him
if
in
it's
that room
for-
right
I think
over
it's
there.
for rent.
The
It
green
doesn't look
room?
like anybody's using it.
Give him his own studio and tell him to go at it.
That's right.
For the next week, I think services are this Thursday,
Yeah, Thursday. And
Which-
in Salisbury, North Carolina.
Salisbury, North Carolina, which would be the day we put this out.
Yeah. So when you hear this, just say a little prayer for Nelly and his family. It'll be a long day for them. Hug your mama tonight. You know,
Text them.
everybody hug
Tell
your
them how much you
mama
love
and let you know you don't text my mom. She'd never know how to do it. She still has a flip phone.
Call them. But Nelly, we love you. The podcast people love you, and we'll just keep praying for you and your family, bud.
Well, thanks everybody again for all the emails and texts and all that good stuff. It don't really help, but it does make you feel good when you look back on it.
Yeah.
So we appreciate it and love all of you.
Yep.
Well, this
Next
is-
week, be another 10 pounds gone, hopefully.
I hope it is, but this was an up and down show.
Yeah.
You know, and we missed James, but glad to have Jeff on.
Yep.
And I think I definitely told Chris to take the over in the first quarter. So
You
even though there's
did, didn't
21
you?
points. Yeah, I believe I was the one that told him to take the over in tonight's.
Could you give us a
first
score
quarter.
update before we sign
It's
off here?
Ohio State 14, Oregon 7,
Dude, I'm
End of the
telling you.
first.
end of the first.
I'm telling you, dude.
Ooh, go Ohio
Don't
State.
count out the Bucks, man.
Well,
We're going to watch a ball game.
we're going to watch a ball game, everybody. Until next time.
Hey, tweet us up, man. Again, give us some consequences. It don't matter. I'm going to lose it. I ain't scared. I ain't worried about it. 3 old guys.
Instagram us, 3 old guys.
Yep. Look us up on the website, the3oldguys.com. Google Plus. Check it out.
You know why?
Well, we're just 3 old guys.
No intern.
No intern. Studio audience.
Kicking it old school.
We kick it old school. We kick it old school. We kick it old school. We kick it old school. We kick it old school.
Yeah, he said he had to go.
Who?
We got to turn off
one of the guys that was watching it.
turn that off.
Oh, that's right.
We're still going.
So did he say